So with brows, going to keep it quite simple. You're just going to underline the brow and then find your arch. So you've got the shape of your brow, and then we're going to use the shape of the brush, which is quite thin, to create strokes through the hair that look like hair. And then if you've got any excess product, just wipe the spoolie dead quickly. So I'm using this base on a flat brush to quickly just underline your brow, clean up any mistakes that you made, and also shape it. And then I'm going to apply it just above the eyelid and keep patting it to set the product. And I'm not applying it to the eyelid because this is quite a drying product, and I want it to be quite hydrated and moisturising if I'm going to use a lot of eyeshadow. So I'm just keeping this above the eye. And then sometimes I like to just go above the brow to shape the tail and give a really nice defined eyebrow. Now going in with my concealer, I can really see where I've missed with my brow product, so I'm just going back through and sharpening any edges. So I like to use this base because it's really hydrated and it's very tacky, so it clings onto your shadows, and with it being hydrating it won't crack, so you can literally layer as many shadows as you want on there and get as much intense pigmentation. So for this look, I'm blending darkest to lightest. I'm using this brush on a Zoeva brush 224 because it's very small and gets into the crease, and I'm literally just layering the pigment. I'm not even blending it at this stage. I'm just trying to put as much pigmentation into that rainbow shape above Lucy's eye and constantly asking her to open so I can see where it falls when her eyes open. And then I'm literally just building and building around that shape. I've personally found that doing this method avoids overblending, because sometimes when you overblend you lose all your colour, and obviously we want to keep that pigmentation there. We want it to be a very dark purple, so I'm just layering it, and I'm going to blend with my second colour. So again, I'm just using my second colour, which is Dolly Pop by Sugar Pill, on the Zoeva 224 again, and I'm just tickling the edges of that purple to blend really nicely into the pink. And it doesn't matter about any fallout onto the lid because we're going to go back in with our first colour. So again, we're just focusing on getting the pigmentation around the pink and the purple, and then we'll blend out later on. As you can see now, we're taking less on our brush and blending the product slightly higher to the brow bone to try and get a nice seamless edge on the pink blend. So now we're just taking the purple back into our socket because we lost it a little bit from the pink, and we're just blending to keep that intensity there, but also to blend nicely into the pink. So now I'm just taking this shimmery metallic shade on my brush and I'm patting it firmly. So you want to take quite a lot of the product and pat it onto your edges and all over your lid. We still want to keep that nice gradient blend between the purple and the pink, so we're not taking it too high, but we're just gently blending it into the purple. So we're doing a double winged liner. I do like to use tape sometimes, and I always ask my client if they're okay with it. I can do a wing without tape, but I just find sometimes you get more precision and it just looks better. So I'm going along with my brush, and honestly this brush is the best brush for winged liner. It's so thin and it still stays firm and doesn't go like frayed. I'm literally just pulling it along the eye. I'm dipping it back into my product all the time and constantly checking where my wing is. So I'm making sure I've got the wing where I want it, and I'm just dragging that product down and pressing it on. So with the wing liner, I do have to be conscious that I'm fitting another liner below it, so I'm making it quite thick. So the first pigment that I'm using is Hollywood by Peaches and Cream, and I'm taking NYX glitter glue on my brush and I'm just pressing it onto the eye from the inner corner to just past the middle centre, and I'm just pressing this thinly along, making sure I've still got a black liner above it. But don't worry if you go into the black liner space, because we are going to go over the black liner later on. Now I'm just taking Fancied by Peaches and Cream and just blending it slightly over Hollywood that we previously used, and then bringing it up into the liner. So as you can see, I'm just blending the middle bit by dabbing both pigments over one another, and then I'm literally just bringing that purple up the wing. Now gently I'm just going over the black liner to create a sharper edge above the pigment. So I'm just peeling away the tape, cleaning up the wing gently with a makeup wipe, and then also cleaning up the wing with some concealer on my Zoeva 144 flat brush again. So I'm using the concealer wand and I'm just applying it all over the under eye, and this base I never use to match the colour of skin. I use it because it's good for under eyeshadow to cling to, so I literally just use this shade for everyone, and I'm buffing it out with a Real Techniques brush. Also, if you're using the original one from the packaging on a client, make sure to sanitize with some IPA later on. So I did go super crazy with this look, because we're going crazy, we're going all out, why not? I'm just taking Olivia Bell Beauty's Meadow shade, this beautiful green, and I'm just applying it to the lash line. Also, I did apply some black on the waterline off camera. Then I'm going in with this dark green colour on this little Peaches and Cream PC07 brush, and then I'm just blending the colours together. And then also taking a slight bit of concealer just to blend out the edges. And I'm just applying these fluffy number 18 Primer Lash eyelashes using Tweezers and Revlon eyelash glue. Also, when using a mascara wand on clients, don't forget to sanitize your wand afterwards. So I just want quite a nice illuminated base. I'm just applying Peaches and Cream Illuminator with the PC03 brush by Peaches and Cream, and I'm simply just applying this thinly and buffing it all over the face. So this foundation really is a favourite of mine. It's just beautiful coverage, it applies nicely, and it did tend to oxidise slightly on Lucy's face. So I went in with some white LA Girl mixer later on. So the white mixer literally just lightens the foundation previously underneath it, and just blending it down into her neck, as though if Lucy was going to put tan on, she could blend it into this. And I'm just powdering Lucy's T-zone to mattify it. So with our bronzer, we're just taking it under Lucy's apples of her cheeks and slightly onto the forehead. But I didn't want to go crazy with the bronzer on this look because it's got quite a strong eye. So I'm highlighting on the forehead, nose, Cupid's bow, inner corner, slightly on the chin and just above where we applied our bronzer. And because it's quite a festively look, I'd like quite a nice glow to it. And again, just using that Hollywood pigment in the corner of Lucy's eye to bring out the eye look even more. So I'm just going in with my fave nude lip liner, which is by MAC and it's called Strip Down, and I'm just lining Lucy's lips. So on a fluffy brush, I'm just blending out the lip liner into the lipstick. I love this lipstick, it's also really nice nude, and because it's lighter than the Strip Down, you get a really nice ombre. And then taking Honey by Peaches and Cream, I'm just applying a nice sheen to the lips. So I'm happy to be back doing videos again, and I'd like to say thank you for watching, and any comments or tips, just comment down below. Thank you.